You said 2 bars?
Yeah, that's
All
good.
right, I'll give it a 2 bar count, and then when it starts playing, I'll just cut it off.
Okay.
My name is Shedrick Rory, and I am the founder of the Levites, currently based in Austin, Texas. Music has always played a pivotal role in my life. I remember around 7 or 8 years old, hearing a melody for the first time, not one audibly, but one that was internal. And I remember just being enamored by what I was hearing inside and wanted to somehow bring it out of me. And so I went and got my tape recorder and began just trying to uncover this song that I was hearing. And the more and more I did it, I felt more and more of the song becoming a reality. And I remember thinking my mom and my brother and sister and I had plans to go grocery shopping. But I was in the middle of this songwriting experience. And so when the time came to leave, I asked my mom if I could stay. And she said yes. And I think that was the moment that I knew that there was something special about inspiration and about being in the moment and riding the momentum of song and songwriting. And so that's what I did. I think that was my first introduction to an original piece, and it has kind of shaped my life from that point on. One of the other things that I remember is, I don't know if it was the university in Beaumont, Texas, which is where I grew up, Lamar University, but some kind of organization came to our elementary school and ran a series of tests on all the students there and found out I had perfect pitch. And I didn't even know what perfect pitch was, but I had it. And so they made a big deal out of it and sent us like a $1 bill in the mail. And I remember being so excited, I didn't care about perfect pitch, but I had $1 for the first time. And so that experience also shaped my view of music and just how the world perceived music. They perceived it as special as well. And so, like I said, it's always been a part of me. I often say that I didn't choose music, but music chose me. And it's been quite a journey.
Hi, I'm Craven Rory, co-founder of the Levites. I'm really the boss, but don't tell Shedrick I said that. The role that music has played in my life has been very, very significant from the very beginning. I feel like everybody needs a life soundtrack. From the very beginning of life, I remember going to church with my parents, my family back in Florida. Shout out to y'all, love y'all. But I was enamored by the choir and all the instruments and people's ability to connect to lyrics and chord structure. And I didn't know at the time what all that meant theoretically, but it sure felt good. And so I just decided that was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And so at the age of 4, I had an aunt who pulled me in and taught me a little bit of piano theory. And I had to do my first solo at 4 years old. Now, that's before you get super scared of crowds and what people say and what people think. You're still cute, so everybody wants, that's all right, baby, that's great. When I did that first solo and got that first applause, I was hooked. So that was in the good 80s. Everything was vibrant. It was in your face. It was very intentional, I would say. So just like choir music and gospel music was thriving, so was the music of the 80s. I was really into pop tunes, Whitney Houston, but I really loved rock ballads because it was, I feel like it was a surprise. Rock and roll artists don't get enough credit for being also very emotional. The other side of things with the lovey-dovey side of things. So I just loved rock ballads because they were giving it their all, but they were singing meaningful lyrics. So I really love good lyrical content. I feel like it's responsible. I feel like because music is so powerful, people can be kind of moving along to just about anything these days, which is kind of scary if you think about it, because those lyrics have the ability to like really impact lives and moods and all sorts of things. So the music of the 80s and the 90s that I liked were songs that had encouraging messages. When they kind of flipped over to some other stuff, they lost craving, because I loved myself a lot, and if the lyrics did not like lend themselves to that type of love that I was accustomed to, ain't no way. So I was like, goodbye. I missed a lot of songs that other people may know and gravitate towards, just because it just didn't feel like love to me. And I felt like music all my life had felt like a warm hug.